Archangel Michael says, don't waste another second. You were never supposed to see this, but the truth can't be hidden anymore. Something was done behind your back, and it involves the one person you never expected, your sister. She has been living a double life, concealing her real intentions with every smile. You thought she was on your side, defending you when the world turned its back. But that illusion is about to be shattered by what's coming next. Someone whispered her name in a room full of secrets. A confession spilled out, not meant for your ears, but destined to reach your soul. And now, you must hear it, before everything falls apart. This isn't gossip. This isn't rumor. This is the moment the sky opens to reveal the real reason your peace has been slipping away. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The energy surrounding your house changed 3 nights ago. You may have noticed a shift. Maybe in how your phone buzzed unexpectedly, or how someone kept watching you longer than usual. That wasn't random. Behind the scenes, a letter was written. Not to you, but about you. And the pen that signed it was held by someone who once tied your shoelaces and shared your childhood dreams. Yes, your sister. But not the version of her you believed in. The truth is, she's been protecting something, and now the cost of that secret is starting to burn everything down. Type Amen to get blessing 444. It started with a conversation at 2:43 a.m. She thought no one was listening. She laughed at something they said, not realizing the walls record more than people think. Her voice cracked when she mentioned your name. Not with love, but fear. Because you're getting too close to something she's hidden for years. Archangel Michael says this can no longer stay buried. The consequences are echoing already. One of your opportunities recently slipped through your hands, and it was no accident. She intervened. She redirected something meant for you. And now, it's unfolding like a movie you can't pause. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There is a drawer in her room that she locks. You've passed by it 1,000 times, feeling a nudge in your chest but never opening it. Inside that drawer is the evidence of betrayal. It could be a document, a photo, a message printed and folded over so many times, the corners have started curling from guilt. She hid it thinking you'd never uncover the truth. But divine timing doesn't miss. Today, the veil is lifting. And you, chosen soul, are being handed the key. Type Amen to get blessing 666. A phone call came from a blocked number. She rushed out of the room to answer it. Her hands shook. Her breathing changed. That wasn't just a friend. That was someone threatening to reveal what she promised to keep silent. She thought she could buy time, but divine order doesn't wait. This truth has a deadline, and it's tonight. You might feel a pressure in your chest right now. That's not panic. That's your spirit remembering what it felt like to trust, and what it feels like to realize you were wrong. Type Amen to get blessing 777. She told someone that your success scares her. Not out of jealousy, but because she knows you are the one who was meant to rise. And if you knew the full truth, nothing would stop you. So she chose to delay you. Subtly. With kind words that came wrapped in manipulation. That's the hardest betrayal, the one that feels warm while it poisons you slowly. Archangel Michael says this isn't to destroy your love for her, but to wake you up. Your spirit already knows. Your dreams have been warning you. Now the message is being delivered fully. Type Amen to get blessing 888. When you were younger, she took something of yours. It was small, maybe a toy, a letter, an idea. But she kept it. That energy, that pattern, never ended. It just got more dangerous. Someone close to you recently said her name and paused. They were holding back. They didn't want to hurt you. But the truth leaks through even the strongest lips. What's about to happen is this: a name will be exposed. A plan will unravel. And you, chosen one, will be standing in the middle with a decision: forgiveness or justice. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There is one person she confides in. That person has seen your tears but never told you the whole story. Out of fear? Maybe. Or maybe because they were part of the plan, too. Archangel Michael says this alliance was not made recently. It was crafted long ago, from a place of fear. Because your light was always too bright for some people to handle. Now, that brightness is breaking through the lies. You felt tired lately, not knowing why. That's spiritual resistance. You were getting closer to discovering this truth. And now you have. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. She recently met someone new. Someone who promised her a future, but only if she could guarantee one thing: that you would never reach yours first. So she made a deal. That deal involved a name. Yours. A signature. Yours. And a sacrifice. Yours. But what they didn't expect was the divine intervention rushing in right now. The heavens don't sleep on the innocent. Your destiny was marked, protected, and delayed only so it could explode brighter. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. At exactly 3:14 p.m. tomorrow, someone will say something casual that feels heavy. Pay attention. That is the divine delivering the next breadcrumb. Don't confront. Don't cry. Don't collapse. Instead, rise. Because your rise is what they fear the most. That's why the secret was kept. That's why she did what she did. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. She dreams about being caught. She wakes up and checks her phone. That fear is growing. Because the energy around her is shifting. You are becoming who you were born to be. Archangel Michael says the delay is over. The truth is open. And soon, others will come forward with pieces of the puzzle, people you never expected to protect you. Because heaven is realigning things in your favor. The betrayal was real. But so is your breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Prepare yourself. Over the next 48 hours, a message will come through. It might feel like an accident, a voicemail, a shared screenshot, a slip of the tongue. But it's on purpose. Everything is aligning so you can finally be free. And she will have to face what she's done. This doesn't mean she's all evil. But it does mean you deserve the truth. You deserve to stop bleeding in silence for someone else's comfort. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You are not crazy. You were being prepared. Every sleepless night. Every chill that ran down your spine when she hugged you too tight. Every delayed blessing. It all had purpose. It all led here. Tonight, stay aware. Don't ignore the signs. The final truth is arriving. And it's time for you to receive what was always yours. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. She never thought it would reach this level. The storm is closer than she imagined. And now she's panicking, not because she cares, but because she knows the secret is about to erupt. The person she told everything to has started talking. Quietly. In pieces. They didn't want to carry the weight anymore. It was never their betrayal to begin with. But now they're part of the story, whether they like it or not. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. She's watching you. Not to protect you, but to predict you. Because once you start asking the right questions, everything will crumble. Your silence has always scared her more than your voice. Because when you're quiet, you observe. And when you observe, you see clearly. The person she warned you about? That person was innocent. But your sister redirected your trust to keep her plan alive. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. There's a memory she keeps replaying in her head. The day you hugged her after a fight, completely unaware she had just told someone your darkest secret. She cried, not out of guilt, but out of fear that you'd find out. Archangel Michael says, the tears you cried for her will now be turned into divine proof. Evidence. Revelation. It's no longer just spiritual. It's physical now. Tangible. The universe is tired of the lies. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. She gave someone permission to block your blessing. It was a message you never received. A connection that never reached you. You blamed yourself, thinking maybe it wasn't meant to be. But it was meant for you, and someone made sure it vanished. Now, that same opportunity is coming around again, but this time with thunder attached. You'll see her change. She'll get distant. She'll panic. Because she knows what's returning was always yours. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. She started wearing your style. Copying your phrases. Mirroring your energy in rooms you weren't invited to. At first, you thought it was admiration. But now it's clear, she was creating a false version of you. One she could control. The people she met in your name were left confused. Because they felt your light, but something felt twisted. That's because it wasn't really you. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Someone tried to tell you. But your heart wasn't ready. You defended her, even when your gut screamed to stop. That's how deep your love ran. You were loyal, even when loyalty wasn't returned. And now, your reward is rising through the pain. Archangel Michael says, your love did not go unnoticed. Every time you protected her, heaven recorded it. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. A strange thing will happen within the next 24 hours. You'll see her name in an unexpected place, a message, a post, a dream. Don't ignore it. That's confirmation. The veil is almost completely lifted now. There's no going back. You've already stepped into the revelation. Now it's time to walk into your healing. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. You'll notice her energy around you more than usual. Because she knows. She can feel the walls closing in. She'll try to be nicer. Kinder. Maybe even give you something she's been holding back for years. Don't fall for it. This isn't kindness. This is panic dressed in apology. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. There's a moment in your past where everything changed. A moment you overlooked. But now, you're being guided to revisit it. Look closely. Who was there? What did they say? What did she say? That was the beginning. The seed of betrayal was planted there. And now it's fully grown, but you're still standing. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The next time she touches your things, you'll feel it. The energy will shift. Your spirit will react instantly. Because you're no longer blind. You're activated. You're awake. She won't know how to speak to you anymore. Because the old version of you, the one she could fool, is gone. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You'll hear a voice inside whisper, check again. It might be a box, a file, an old phone. Obey that whisper. Because hidden in plain sight is the final proof. The last thread she forgot to cut. And when you hold it in your hands, you'll feel every piece of the puzzle lock into place. That's when the storm will shift in your favor. And she'll have no choice but to confess. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. There will be resistance. She won't admit it at first. She might even try to make you look like the problem. But stay calm. Stay rooted. You don't need to prove anything anymore. The truth carries its own power. And right now, it's standing behind you, fully armed, ready to protect your name. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. She underestimated you. She thought your silence meant weakness. She thought your kindness meant you'd never fight back. But what she forgot was this. You are chosen. You are covered. You are the reason heaven never let her succeed fully. Archangel Michael says, her time pretending is up. Your truth is thundering through her lies like 1,000 trumpets. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Prepare for an emotional release. It may come as tears, or sudden joy, or a moment of stillness. But it will come. Because your soul has waited years for this closure. And now, it's finally safe to exhale. You are not alone. Never were. The divine stood watch even when no one else did. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You'll soon be invited somewhere unexpectedly. It may seem casual, a gathering, a call, a casual message. But what happens there will change how you see your entire past. Someone she trusted more than herself is ready to betray her. They are tired of carrying this weight. And they have decided to tell you everything. It will begin with a word, a code, a location, a forgotten story. It will sound random at first. But then your entire body will freeze. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. This person will say something like, "You deserve to know." That moment is the divine doorway. Walk through it without fear. You may remember a childhood moment you buried. A moment your sister said something that didn't make sense back then. It makes sense now. Archangel Michael says the time has come. No more covering. No more pretending. She's been speaking in circles to everyone but you. But now, the circle is closing, around her, not you. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Her real fear isn't losing your love. It's losing her control. Because with the truth exposed, she no longer gets to shape your story. She sabotaged one of your biggest breakthroughs. Yes, that call you missed, that trip you canceled, that deal that didn't go through. She had a hand in that. She acted from fear. Fear of you rising too far, too fast. But heaven delayed your blessing not to destroy you, but to protect you. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. There is someone else involved. Another woman. Someone you once confided in, maybe a friend of hers, or yours. They played both sides. Fed her your secrets. And watched silently as things broke around you. But now that woman is cracking. She's having nightmares. She's hearing your name everywhere. That's not guilt, that's divine pressure. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Soon, someone will show you a screenshot. Maybe a chat from years ago. Maybe a voice memo you forgot existed. It will confirm what your spirit already knows. But the pain will still sting. Because betrayal from blood cuts differently. You may feel the urge to confront immediately. Don't. Let the full truth rise, not just bits. Archangel Michael says you are about to witness a collapse of lies, and your silence will be louder than 1,000 screams. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. There's an item in your home, something she gifted you. It holds energy. Heavy, confused, deceptive. Hold it. Close your eyes. You'll feel it pulse in your hands like static. That's because it carries her intentions. She wanted you to believe you were loved, while secretly weaving cords of delay around your path. Now the cords are snapping. One by one. And the noise they make is thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. A door she closed behind your back is reopening. A person she warned you against is returning. An opportunity she blocked is chasing you now. She'll try to stop it again. But this time, heaven has sealed it with fire. No one can interfere now. Your success is written. Your freedom is promised. Your awakening has already started. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. She made a deal recently. Maybe with someone older, someone with power, or someone who whispered the wrong things in her ear. But she thought it was for her protection. What she didn't know was that the deal had your name etched in shadows. And the one who signed it with her is already backing out. Because your light is too intense. It's burning through every layer of deception. One by one, those who aligned against you are fleeing. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. She's going to panic when she sees you thriving again. She'll think someone told you something. She'll call, or message, or drop by, just to check. But you'll feel it. The shakiness in her voice. The hesitation in her hugs. You don't have to hate her. But you don't have to trust her either. Some truths come to teach, not to torture. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. You are entering a season of unmasking. Not just her, but others around you. People you forgot. People who forgot you. They will resurface. One by one. Each holding a thread to your past. Archangel Michael says this is your season of divine justice. You won't have to fight. Just walk. Just breathe. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. You've been tested by fire, but not consumed. Your tears have watered the seeds of your breakthrough. Now those seeds are blooming in silence. Don't look back. She may beg. She may break down. But you've already forgiven her in your heart. What comes next is not punishment, it's clarity. And clarity brings healing. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. You're about to receive a financial blessing. One she never expected you to get. It will come through someone she doesn't even know. This blessing was held up. Delayed. Distorted. But now it's returning, doubled, protected, and pure. And when you receive it, you'll finally understand why she fought so hard to stop you. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. There's an envelope she hid. You might see it soon, tucked behind a book, under a pile, or sealed inside a drawer. It holds something she thought would never surface again. But time is moving quickly now. What was hidden must rise. And this paper holds the truth she buried with trembling hands. It's written in a rush. Scribbled. Emotional. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. You'll recognize the writing instantly. It will jolt your memory. Because you saw that handwriting before, years ago, in a note that vanished. This letter was never supposed to reach you. But somehow, it will. And when it does, the room around you will fall into silence. It'll speak of a day that changed everything. A moment you forgot. But she never did. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. She tried to rewrite the timeline. She shifted stories. Made you doubt yourself. That's why certain people stopped talking to you. Why doors closed. Why blessings delayed. She redirected energy that wasn't hers to claim. She moved through life with borrowed light. But that light is now returning to its rightful owner, you. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Archangel Michael says your restoration begins now. No more hidden whispers. No more fake love. You'll begin to glow again. Not from revenge, but from truth. And that truth will silence every lie that tried to dim you. A name will come up soon, not hers, but someone tied to her. This name will send a chill through your spine. That's when you'll know the circle is almost closed. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. She's been warned. Through dreams. Through feelings. She knows something is coming. But she doesn't know how soon. And that's what's terrifying her the most. Because for the first time, she isn't in control. The story is unraveling on its own. And no one can stop it now. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. Someone else saw it all. They were quiet. But they watched. They saw the messages. Heard the phone calls. Witnessed her lies. This person was afraid to speak before. But now, the divine has touched their heart. And they're preparing to come forward. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. They'll tell you where it started. What she said. And why she did it. It wasn't about hate. It was about fear. The fear that your light would expose her shadow. But your light doesn't destroy. It reveals. It heals. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. There will be resistance. Emotional storms. Confessions wrapped in excuses. But stay grounded. You are not the villain. You were the one carrying love, even when it wasn't returned. Archangel Michael says, the energy you carried all along is finally awakening those who silenced you. The silence is over now. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. Expect a shift. Something will fall from a shelf, or you'll hear your name whispered in your dream. That's no coincidence. That's your spirit clearing space. Making room. Preparing for the new. And what's new is powerful. What's new is holy. What's new is finally yours. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. You'll be offered something soon. An apology? Maybe. But also, a decision. She will ask to stay in your life. But you must ask yourself, do you need her in this new season? Not every apology deserves access. Not every confession deserves a place at your table. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. You're not bitter. You're healing. You're growing. But you're also being shown who you were always meant to be. And who tried to keep that version of you hidden. This is your unveiling. Your arrival. Your reckoning. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. She will cry. She will try to twist the truth again. She will say, it wasn't like that. But the divine doesn't lie. And your intuition doesn't need convincing. Archangel Michael says, walk with grace, not guilt. The truth is your shield now. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. You are days away from a spiritual unlock. The kind that shatters chains. The kind that returns stolen peace. She thought you'd never rise from what she did. But she forgot, you were made of fire. And now that fire is rising. Calmly. Fiercely. Without mercy for anything fake. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. She has one last trick. One final attempt to control the damage. She's already planning how to spin the story when the truth reaches everyone. But it won't work. The energy is shifting too fast. What she thought she could hide is already being whispered aloud by people she trusted. They've seen the truth. They've felt your energy rise. And now they're questioning their loyalty to her. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. There's a photo buried in her memories. Something she never shared. Because if you saw it, everything would make sense. This image holds more than faces. It holds timelines. It proves that something was erased. You may stumble upon it soon. Or someone else may send it to you. Either way, it's coming. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. She will feel it before you do. The panic. The loss of control. The unraveling. She may suddenly block someone. Cut ties. Delete evidence. But it's too late. The divine saw it first. And what God saw, man can't erase. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. Archangel Michael says, your silence has been powerful. Your patience has been armor. And now your breakthrough will be louder than her denial. You will not need revenge. Truth is handling that for you. And truth never misses. You'll feel a sharp release in your chest soon. That's the pain leaving your spirit. That's the chains snapping from your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 5858. There is a location connected to her betrayal. A place you once visited with trust in your heart. She returned there in secret. But this time, she wasn't there with love. She was there to plot something, behind your back. The walls of that place remember. And soon, you'll be called back there. But this time, as the one in power. Type Amen to get blessing 5959. She tried to use your past against you. She whispered your weaknesses into people's ears. She made your vulnerability sound like a flaw. But those people are seeing differently now. They're realizing the stories don't add up. And your silence is now screaming the truth. One person in her circle is about to come to you. They've been waiting for the right time. The time is now. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. They will give you details. Dates. Messages. Names. It will feel like your heart is breaking again. But this time, it's not breaking, it's bursting open to receive truth. She never imagined this person would flip. But heaven touched their conscience. And now they're shaking. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. Your name is being restored in places it was once shamed. Your blessings are being pulled from every corner they were blocked. The flow has returned. And as it returns, she will start to collapse emotionally. Her actions will catch up to her. And the weight of her decisions will land all at once. You don't need to interfere. Just watch. And rise. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. The one thing she fears most is your glow. She tried to dim it so others wouldn't notice. But it's impossible now. Your glow isn't just spiritual, it's global. It's magnetic. It's divine. And as you begin to shine in places she never reached, she'll start to shrink into her own shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. Archangel Michael says this was never about exposing her to destroy her, but exposing you to deliver you. You've outgrown the lies. You've outgrown the rooms. You are not the same soul she manipulated. You are divine royalty. And now the crown is returning to your head. Expect to feel peace like never before. Not because she's gone, but because you've finally let go. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. She will try one last apology. She will look you in the eyes, and you will see the panic behind her tears. That's not healing, that's fear. You can forgive. But never forget. Because forgetting repeats what was meant to break. This is your time now. And nothing she says can reverse what has already been unlocked. Type Amen to get blessing 6565. There's a person in your family who always looked uncomfortable around your sister. You used to ignore it. Thought maybe it was just old tension. But now it's making sense. That person saw something long ago. And they've been carrying it, waiting for the moment you were ready. They didn't want to come between sisters. But now the truth is louder than their fear. They're coming forward. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. They'll speak carefully. Hesitant at first. But their eyes will say what their words can't. They'll reveal how long it's been going on. The manipulation. The games. The secret meetings. And the moment they finish speaking, your entire childhood will replay in reverse. All the red flags will suddenly glow. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. She didn't just lie once. This was a pattern. A lifestyle. Every time something good happened to you, she tried to interrupt it. Subtly. Quietly. Always just enough to make it look like coincidence. But this was never random. It was rehearsed. And now, the mask is dissolving. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. Archangel Michael says, she's running out of time. The spiritual clock has struck. What she planted in secrecy is returning to her with loud echoes. You don't need revenge. You need release. And that's what's being handed to you now. The energy is breaking around her. The guilt is dripping through her skin. Even she can't hold the lie anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 6969. Your healing will offend her. Your glow-up will confuse her. She will call it luck, but you'll know it's justice. The universe is handing back everything she delayed. Every job. Every blessing. Every piece of love she stole with manipulation. Soon, she'll see you standing where she thought you'd never rise. And her silence will say more than any apology could. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. You'll feel moments of anger. But don't stay there. Move through it. This pain is old. It's deep. But you've carried it for too long. Now it's dissolving. With every breath, it's lifting. You're walking into your rightful identity. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. There is a divine replacement coming. A new relationship. A new supporter. Someone who was divinely held back until now. They will protect you in a way she never could. And their presence will feel like safety. You'll be tempted to compare. Don't. This isn't a replacement, it's a restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. She will feel this shift. Even before she sees it. That's the power of spiritual connection. You were always bonded. But now the bond is cracking. Because it wasn't truth, it was trauma. What she called love was control. What you called loyalty was blind. But now your eyes are open. Type Amen to get blessing 7373. Soon, she'll break down in front of someone. Not you, but someone close to you both. She'll confess more than she planned to. And that person will feel torn. But they'll choose you. Because your light is too undeniable. They'll deliver the final piece. And once you receive it, nothing will ever be the same again. Type Amen to get blessing 7474. Archangel Michael says your crown was bent, not broken. Your heart was shaken, not shattered. And now the divine has finished polishing your reward. What's ahead will feel surreal. Doors will open that once slammed shut. People will apologize that once laughed at your pain. This is not coincidence. This is full circle justice. Type Amen to get blessing 7575. She's already losing control. Her voice doesn't carry the same confidence. Her body reacts before her mind can hide the fear. This is spiritual exposure. The type no mask can cover. And she knows, time's up. One of her allies just disconnected. Silent. Sudden. Gone. Type Amen to get blessing 7676. That person knew too much. But they also saw your heart. They were warned by heaven in a dream, stay away from her lie. Now, that person is choosing peace over secrets. And that choice is making her spiral deeper. She thought everyone would stay loyal to her. But loyalty built on lies doesn't last. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Archangel Michael says, what was once whispered in shadow will now be shouted in light. Nothing will remain buried. Not a single word. There's a moment coming when you will hear her say something that doesn't match her story. Pay attention to the way she stutters. The way her hands shake. Even her body will betray her. Because truth has a way of echoing through the skin. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. You are about to receive something she tried to keep from you. It could be a document. A name. A connection. She tried to redirect it. But heaven rerouted it. And now it's finding its way back into your life. This blessing is undeniable. She won't be able to stop it. And deep down, she'll know, it was always yours. Type Amen to get blessing 7979. She might try to fake support. Post about you. Say, I'm so proud. But it won't land. People have started seeing through her. The tone doesn't match the energy. They remember how she spoke about you in private. Now they're watching her shift. It's not authenticity, it's panic. Type Amen to get blessing 8080. The next time she enters your space, your spirit will know. The air will change. Her words will feel like noise. That's not paranoia. That's your elevation reacting. You're vibrating higher now. Her guilt will start to manifest physically. Sleepless nights. Restless movements. Unexplainable fear. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Her dreams will be invaded. The same face she tried to erase will appear again and again, yours. Not angry, but awakened. That's the part she never expected. You didn't seek revenge. You sought peace. But peace doesn't come without truth. Truth is echoing in every room she enters. And soon, there will be no space left to run. Type Amen to get blessing 8282. A family member will approach you differently. Gentler. More aware. They've heard things. They've seen things. And now, they're unsure where to stand. But your grace will guide them. You don't need to convince. You are the truth now, and truth doesn't beg. Type Amen to get blessing 8383. Archangel Michael says this season is about reclaiming. What was taken? What was delayed? What was stolen emotionally? This isn't just about her, it's about every hand that worked with her. And each one is being exposed at their own pace. You are not here to explain anymore. You're here to expand. Type Amen to get blessing 8484. There will be a knock, not just physically, but spiritually. An old friend, someone she tried to turn against you, will reach out. They will apologize. They'll admit they were fooled. You'll feel mixed emotions. But deep down, you'll know this was supposed to happen now, not then. Type Amen to get blessing 8585.